So, welcome everyone. There's quite a few of us here today. Not that it matters one way or another as far as who's not here. I've got the complete list here. If I look down, I'm looking at the list. If I look out there somewhere, well, there's nothing out there, as there's really nothing in here either. But if I look this way, that tends to be I'm tracking a pattern outside of the matrix of, say, the physical body, or maybe what we're working with. We're already working, even the little playing around at the beginning is part of that. Everything that shows up in a session is part of the session. And it's funny that way because I configured that way everything a long time ago. Even the matrix seminars are configured that way. So we're starting with the intestinal flora because that's where my hands go. And I'm really not, do not adjust the horizontal, do not adjust the vertical. We control what's going on. No, I'm not in control. I don't know what's going on, but I'm quite capable of following it, and that's what we do. So I've got your list here, and if I don't mention anything, I may not mention anything here. There's a long list, and I may, but it's all being addressed in a universal template or a matrix, if you will. And I'm not really you could call me the channel for that, or the goblet that holds the elixir. But whatever comes through is it's pure grace. It just comes through. And I may talk about it. There may be certain things I may see, do, feel. That doesn't mean that ultimately that's true or real in some sense. However, as I always like to say these days, if you're dreaming, anything can happen in your dream. And so I consider this to be, as the Aborigines, Australian Aborigines do, the dream, and the dream more closer to the reality, because when your awareness goes away at night, there's no sense of a you there. Okay, so now there's a lot of low back pain stuff on here, and we've got our share of ladies here, which does tend to focus into the uterine area. Very important. Uterosacral ligament, as I've said many times, the back of the uterus attaches to the front of the sacrum. So that's a really important thing. Sexual health, creativity, abundance, foundation for joy, a lot of that. Well, our foundation for joy, a lot comes from our desire to avoid what's not pleasant and seek what is. And so that's base chakra stuff. That's pretty primitive, really. And then we say that's our heart, like, oh, I love you so much. And now you know what I've said about that in seminars. But really, the heart's more like an alien construct. It's not human. But it is the focus of the torsion fields of the universe. It is the focus of the awareness, which you really are, that comes through and then gets passed through the prism of awareness and broken into a multiplicity of patterns that we call our health, our life, our joy, our creativity, our desires, our foundation, our functions, so on. Moving deep into the uterus here. I'm not sure. Let me look here. No, we've got a number of things that could be related here. So just, if you're female, that's fine. This will be very helpful. If you're not, it's also very helpful. Focus, if you want, if you wish, on that area. Do not attempt to do anything with the area. As I said, don't adjust the vertical, don't adjust the horizontal. That's from that show, The Outer Limits, I believe it is, Roy Thinnis. The more, I can tell you from experience, a lot of experience at this point, the more you allow yourself to let go of your preconceptions around what can and can't happen, what is and what is not possible, what is real and what is not real, the more likely things do change, because it is really our perceptions of how things are that hold us in the vision that is the template for how we appear to create our reality or our sense of reality.